Hey guys, Loud NorCal EBike here. Just got done doing kind of a little small walk around on the bike. Let's take it down to the park for a little ride, and we'll discuss a few things. And guys, I currently have it on the smoothest takeoff again because still trying to get used to everything on the bike, and I want to make sure that these tires are seated all the way. Hi! There's the horn, there's the blinker. Still trying to get used to the layout of everything without looking. Really familiar with the Scout, but not so much this one. And guys, for some reason, I don't know why, maybe someone else out there that has a Raven could answer if they're doing the same thing. This motor here seems about twice as loud as what's on the Scout. I don't know if that's normal. I don't know if that is the gearing. Because yeah, even when the Scout was 0 miles brand new, I don't remember it making noise like this. Then just regular thoughts of wondering if Wired's going to do something like Magician ended up doing on their first go round on the Alpha Mini, and maybe end up re-gearing this motor. Because currently, that's the only thing I could really say a downfall on the Raven currently right now, is that the smoothest and smooth are about the only two that you could use from a dead stop. Again, I'm 240 pounds. I've tried leaning over on the fast and hold on setting, and it still wanted to buck me off. Again, gotta learn throttle control, which I understand, but like on the Scout, I could grab a handful almost any time, and yes, it will raise the tire, but it's not trying to violently throw me off the bike like this one is. But then on the flip side, once you get going after, I would say 10 miles an hour, you grab a handful and you're fine, and the pickup and acceleration is absolutely amazing on it. But that's the only thing I can really say is, yeah, the other power settings as far as on the takeoff, I haven't found a need for it. A want, okay, yeah, like I said, on a roll. But again, from a dead stop, no, I mean, even on the smoothest here. And then I know that this thing has quite a bit more torque with the 20-inch tires, 210 Newton meters, which I guess it's probably somewhere around 100 and I would say 60 to 80 foot-pounds of torque if I were to guess. But yeah, as far as any issues with the bike, one, the front tube was twisted as it was brand new. Got to 5 PSI and it completely just exploded. And then the rear one, everything was fine. Tire was seated perfectly fine. The wife was starting to really enjoy the bike, and then we picked up that screw. And then I was very careful. Don't remember really touching anything around the derailleur. I spent probably the last hour or so getting that thing tried to fine tune again, because it was starting to want to make noise and jump, and then between 6th and 7th not wanting to go all the way into 7th gear. Oh, and there goes the hat. Should have known better on having it facing forward and not backwards. Well, it was a good way to test the brakes right there. And the brakes are still breaking in and still bedding, so they are a little noisy. They are quieting down. Guys, excuse me while I pick up the hat real quick. Put it on backwards so that doesn't happen again to us. One thing I will say is I really enjoy these front forks over the Scout forks. I don't feel any fork flex at all. They do what they're supposed to. They absorb the bumps really good. They don't nosedive like mine do. On my Scout, I have it set on the stiffest setting and it's still wanting to almost bottom out by applying the front brakes. So again, I'm still looking into what fork to upgrade on that. This one, they feel amazing. I was possibly thinking perhaps switching over to a dual crown just to try to get some more front end weight on this bike to try to help keep that front end down. And then I've also thought about maybe swapping tires, a heavier tire hopefully would help. Maybe like a tubeless motorcycle tire, looking into something like that. I would like to ride these tires for a while and get a little bit of money out of them before I go ahead and replace that. Guys, again, bike's fast, bike's quick, super smooth. Like I said, the only thing I can really take away from it is not be able to use all its power on takeoff. And with that, I mean, with some more time, may get a little more comfortable and start leaning over better. Maybe play with seat height. Notice that this bike has a pretty neutral riding position. You don't really need for this riding and stability and comfort. Don't need to lean back, don't need to ride forward. And again, just right now, just a quick ride again, and trying just to work out all the bugs. Trying to get this thing so my wife enjoys this as much as she does my Scout. Trying to think of anything else. Like I said, just the flat issues. I did have to adjust the front caliper itself. I guess it would be considered like the caliper slide bolts, not the mounting bracket bolt itself. Went ahead and had the bike upside down, loosened those two, snugged them a little more than finger tight, rotated the wheel, clamped down on the front brake where that ended up centering the caliper. I tightened it down from there, and that got rid of the front end caliper drag noise that it would get sometimes a little bit of rotational noise. Another thing is just getting comfortable with the bike. Really haven't had too much seat time. I mean, right now the bike has a total of 20 miles on it. I was hoping my son was going to be home today. I was wanting to do a Scout versus Raven drag race and roll race, and so be on the lookout for that video to come. And guys, what are your thoughts on the Raven? I'm going to take this camera off for my chest mount. So far, I'm having fun with it, even though the tubes have fought me. I like the way the bike looks. I like the way the bike rides. I guess the only drawback right now is not be able to use 100% of the power on takeoff. And the motor's a little noisier than I was anticipating. I mean, yeah, on videos they sound noisy. I mean, not a bad noise, but coming off the Scout onto this, I would say it's almost twice the noise of the Scout. And again, the only thing I could really put together on that would be the tire size difference and the motor turned more RPM. So who knows, maybe in the future they'll have different gearing for it. Just trying to think, I think the top speed I've hit so far was probably on a ride right here. I think I looked down and saw 43, 44. Again, 230 pounds. The bike was still climbing when I let off. And saw some videos, some guys were saying 49, 47. I believe that Wired Nation, I think he saw 50, 51 out of his. Again, the roads where he's testing his look a lot better than the roads that I have in my town. And yeah, if you guys have any comments or any questions, please feel free down there in the comment section. Ask me anything you want. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you know anyone, share the video. And guys, I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much, and we'll see you guys on the next video.